Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing a J4 playtest tournament game with Wallfly, Batooty, and Pain. There's Hedgekeeper, which is pretty solid. Pet Lover, use an accumulation space with one animal. Leave it, get one, and then 3 food and a grain. This looks amazing. This card looks amazing. This is even better than it was before. 3 food and a grain, 3 food, a grain, and an animal? Jeez. Autumn Mother is quite expensive, but a card like Pet Lover might actually let you pay for Autumn Lover if it gives you that much food. Each time you use an occupation action space, you get 1 vegetable in each of your fields, with at least 3 grain and no vegetable. Nope. Scholar, nah. Chairman, another player, excluding you. Yeah, no kidding. It says another player uses the starting player action space. Both they and you get 1 food. No thanks. Don't really want that in the game. Number of vegetable equal to the smallest number of major, minor, and ox. This card is pretty solid. Wealthy Man. You have some amount of green fields, you get bonus points. Geologist looks pretty weak. Pet Lover looks quite solid. And then if a card like Hedgemaster could come back, that would be great. But yeah, Pet Lover looks extremely solid. So, a bit of a later stream than normal. Just been pretty busy. Hey, Mine and Poppin'. Been pretty busy, so need for the next week my streaming, I'll probably, if I am streaming, it'll be mostly at late times, like in the evening Eastern rather than during the day. But yeah, I'll try to stream more. I've been doing some other stuff, playing a little bit of Civ, you know, doing different things. And that's kind of messed up with my schedule a little bit. Okay, Reed Seller. 1 reed to 3 food, no thanks. Seed Researcher. Any people returned from both. So if grain and vegetable are taken in the same round, 2 food, play an occupation. Probably not. Established person. Renovate without paying any building resources. If you do, you can immediately afterwards take a build fences action. Seems useful for going from clay to stone mostly. Early for me, going to work now. Oh man. Hi Relocren. So normally I catch you at the end of the day, Mine and Poppin', I guess. Mushroom Collector. Mushroom Collector is fine. Yeah, let's all have our social distance. Yes, fortunately, we can get nice and close online and not worry too much. Food Distributor. So looks like Wood Collector is the pick. Don't see any reason to take anything else. None of the other cards look that exciting. Wood Collector's quite solid. Alright. Well, Sheep Inspector plus Pet Lover seems like kind of a combo. No, never mind. It only works. No, it doesn't actually. Thinking you can get infinite food, but no, there has to be 1 space on this 1 sheep on the space. And Pet Lover, you have to leave the animal behind. So then there's going to be 2 in the next round. But Wool Grower seems okay. Although it's not fantastic. Vegetable Boar, Stone Cattle. Yeah, I mean, with Pet Lover, we kind of like taking cattle and boar when it comes out. So then wholesaler giving us an extra good of that type seems okay. Yeah, wholesaler seems okay. Um, so the Reedstone food space is pretty good. So retailer dealer seems okay. I mean, it's a 3 grain, 3 food action. It's a little redundant with Pet Lover, though. Each time you take wood from an accumulation space, you can exchange 1 wood for 1 sheep. Okay, that's a piece to our combo with Sheep Inspector. That you can pay a wood for a sheep, and then the sheep you pay to get an extra action. So now we just need a way of turning another wood into 2 food, and then any 3 wood action would pay for Sheep Inspector and give us an extra food on top of that. Weakling. Accumulation spaces with 5 or more goods on them, and you don't use them, you get 1 vegetable. So like if there's 5 food on traveling players, for example. This wholesaler seems okay. Alright, sheep agent seems okay. It's a way to hold the sheep that we could pick up from Pet Lover. Each time you use plow, grain, sow, at the end of that turn you get a wood. Okay. Child Ombudsman. Two negative points is pretty significant. I don't think I will take it. Green Grocer, no reason to take it. Soil Scientist. Take clay. You can place 1 stone, 2 clay from your supply on the space to get grain vegetable. No, not worth an action. Godly Spouse is interesting, but being able to use your second action is not guaranteed. It's pretty rare. I think a card like Sheep Agent I'm pretty likely to play. Just with Pet Lover, I especially like it if, you know, Pet Lover, I can hold the first sheep in my house, and then I can play a card like Sheep Agent, and then all of a sudden I'm able to hold a breeding pair. Yeah, which seems fairly solid. So now, I think Village Peasant is pretty good. Autumn Mother is quite expensive, but a card like Pet Lover might actually be able to pay for it. Not Scholar. Although there is that Renotis Stonehouse card, which is interesting. So there is a potential Stonehouse strategy available in this game. So then maybe the value of something like Autumn Mother goes down, because if people are doing a 2-house strategy, they're obviously not competing for the family growth space. I think if Village Peasant weren't here, I would definitely try to make Autumn Mother look nice. But a card like Village Peasant, I mean, for me, the occupations are easy. It's just a matter of getting like 3 majors. And if I get 3 majors, then this card is pretty great. Shifting Cultivator. Every time you use a wood space. So 3 food to plow a field is extremely expensive. It's extremely expensive. The Pet Lover does sort of pay for it, but I don't know. Food Distributor seems fine. Yeah, Food Distributor is fine. But the thing is, it gives grain. For me, the big advantage of it is that it gives grain, which Pet Lover does as well. With Established Person, I could go to a clay and build a clay house instead of a wood house. And I get a fence action early to hold animals. Yeah, late game food is something for sure. I'm not sure what the right pick is here. think 3 food to plow a field is extremely expensive. So we'll take food distributor here. And then not wool grower. Portmonger seems meh. Sheep inspector is unlikely to be playable. I could have taken, yeah, I could have taken established person in case of lighthouse. Is lighthouse even in this? I don't know. I have to admit I do not know. I have no idea if lighthouse is in this set. During scoring, if you have some unplanted fields, you get bonus points. This is actually probably playable given we have village peasant. We don't really need to sow vegetable. Once you no longer live in a wood house, no foreign aid. I think foreign aid seems pretty difficult for this game. Specifically, we will want plow sow, I believe. Future building site. Future building site is probably playable. Oh, no, never mind, because you have to build before you play it. And I don't know when I'm going to build. Heart of Stone. No thanks. Baseboards. 1 wood for each room you have. So this is playable, but I don't think I have to take it here because it kind of gets passed around. 1 or more stable. 1 wood on the next 3 round spaces. So stable tree makes your stables free essentially, which is kind of interesting. Potter's Market. We saw this last game. I do not like it. Carpenter's Bench. Oh, yeah. Carpenter's Bench to build pastures, of course. Yeah, this card is really good. Okay. Stew, no thanks. Lifting machine. 1 vegetables from one of your field to your supply, no thanks. Manger, no thanks. Carpenter Bench doesn't do manger pastures, manger-sized pastures well. Maintenance premium. Get food every time you use wood, seems fine. Changeover, no thanks. Wood shed. Is Woodshed playable in this game? Do I have enough alternate source of points? If I get enough majors, maybe. I don't know. The problem with Woodshed is you still, like, it only saves you 3 wood in a read. But because a major improvements action is just as bad as the build room action. Like, it's a full action to use this. Yeah, I think probably not. Not if I can get something better. Wage. Passing miner that gives food. It seems okay. Garden hoe. Planting vegetables. No thanks. So I think it's maintenance of premium or wage. We can probably take maintenance premium here. Yeah, I'm not sure how to value wooden hedge. I think it's pretty meh. So a card like Hunting Trophy looks pretty good for this game, especially considering we were thinking about taking one boar anyways, with Pet Lover plus Wholesaler. Upscale Lifestyle, 5 clay and a renovation action. Interesting. So you pay 3 wood to get 5 clay and reno immediately. Basket chair. Place card. Immediately move the first person you place his work phase to this card. If you do, immediately afterwards, you can place another person. No, I don't think so. I think we're not taking anything over Hunting Trophy. Hunting Trophy looks pretty good. Yeah, Hand Plow I think is not very good. Hunting Trophy looks good. So yeah, because basically it has no cost. Like cooking a boar is something you generally want to do anyways, so. Yeah, it just saves me, it's a free point and it maybe saves some resources as well, which is just good all around. right. We're just waiting on Wallfly. Actually, we're waiting on Patootie right now. Wallfly has a couple packs on her, but she doesn't pass directly to me. So I probably won't stream tomorrow, but I might. Yeah, certainly everything's getting closed down. So I said already soccer got canceled. Well, the climbing gym got closed down as well. They had originally said they were going to stay open, but then kind of within a 48, like everybody had to put out a statement on Friday, and a bunch of places said, oh, we'll stay open, but we won't have regular programming. And then 48 hours later, as you know, the prospects sort of looked worse and worse for Ontario, everyone started sort of being like, hey, we're actually going to close down completely. Rolling pin. Returning home phase of each round. If you have more clay than wood, you get 1 food. No. Drill Harrow. So Drill Harrow is something that I think the 3 food for a field on wood grabs are pretty bad. However, a card like Drill Harrow seems more playable because you can do a bake bread action. So you can bake a grain into 5 food and then, you know, still sow. Bale of straw, no thanks. Wholesale market, 2 wood, 2 vegetable, I believe. That's a vegetable cost. Start of these rounds, you get the food. No thanks. Woodcraft. Get some more food, like with maintenance premium. This one seems a little worse though because it doesn't let me accumulate credit. At most 3 ox. When you place card, you immediately get 5 food. At the end of each round, which does not end with a harvest, you must pay 1 food or take a begging marker. Okay, so this can be net positive food if... When is this net positive food? What rounds can you play it in? You can play it in round 7, and it's net positive 2 food, and it's an immediate loan. You can play this in round 6, get 5 food, and then you still have 4 from this card going into the round 7 harvest. Yeah, a card like credit seems pretty good. Yeah, family growth round 7 seems like a great situation. Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering about is, do I want it? Yeah, you know what? A minor like this that gives you immediate food, yeah, that's pretty much never going to be bad. What am I likely to have in play at that point? Not sheep inspector, not food distributor, not village peasant. It's just a question of, do I have wholesale agent in play or not? And if I do have if I don't have wholesale agent in play, which I don't need to if I family growth in stage 2, yeah, then I can play credit. Credit seems maybe not great with round 5 family growth, but if with round 5 family growth I don't have to play it then. I can get a minor action in round 7. Yeah, it seems like it's quite good. Like if we compare it to Aquavit, yeah, looks good. So one thing about these tournament games is they definitely take longer because people take longer to read and evaluate the cards, which is fine, but certainly whenever I do these videos they end up being longer. You can tell the situation's really updating quickly because on Friday, the one university in my city said, "Oh, we're gonna keep the residences open. We're just shutting down classes so people can still stay in res and they can work on campus in the library and stuff. And we just won't have classes." And then today, they said, "Oh, right, you have 48 hours to move out." To everyone who was in residence. So I think it was pretty funny. Because if they had made that call on Friday, all the parents can come down on the weekend and help their kids move out. But instead, going to be a whole bunch of parents having to come down on Wednesday when they would normally theoretically have to work. What do we got here? Baseboards? Yeah, baseboards seems pretty good. This is definitely a game that wants to make, we want to make more than one room. Heart of Stone, no. Foreign Aid, I think not. Future Building Site. Future Building Site is playable if we can get a build-a-room action, or if we can get our build-a-room action done before. I've gone to online classes for spring and summer. Oh, your city actually has a curfew. Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, certainly online classes, definitely, and online exams and everything. And bars and rest, some of them are announcing that they're closing, but it's not mandated. So, especially with St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, it'll be very interesting to see how many people are out and about. But yeah, baseboards looks, it's good. 2 food for like 4 or 5 wood is extremely good. Don't think we want to take woodshed. I don't think so. I think a card like Wage looks fine. Our feeding, if we can pop off Pet Lover, let's say in the, okay, so in the first, so it's 4, 6, 4, 10, 16, 24 food plus 4 occupations. We need approximately 27, 28 food in the first 4 harvests. Wage gives us, let's say wage gives us 3. Shepherd's Crock doesn't seem very good with Carpenter's Bench. Honestly, none of these seem all that good. Actually, Shepherd's Crock seems okay with Sheep Agent. Like, we have extra places to hold all 3 types of breeding pairs, but I don't want to do unfenced stables. Like, stable manure just seems like it'll be a dead card. Beer Tap is 2 food for a wood. I don't know. Maybe we decide we want to play Carpenter's Bench instead of Shepherd's Crock. Low Point Hand, lots of food. Yeah, I mean, the way we can look at it, a card like Village Peasant is sort of a bonus point card. We should have a very pretty farm. Depending on how many plows we get, we should have lots of animal points. We certainly, with Carpenter's Bench and Pet Lover and Wholesaler, we should have a lot of animal points. If we don't have a lot of animal points, then definitely something's gone wrong. But we should also be going for major improvements, especially bottom row major improvements for our wage. We definitely want like a cooking hearth and then maybe an oven in the pottery or an oven in the basket maker's workshop. Something along those lines. Or like cooking hearth, well, pottery, or basket maker's workshops. Some combination of those 3 would be pretty solid. Then if we rebuild a pottery or rebuild a fireplace, then that could be an option. All right. Good luck. Oh, I should move the farms around so they're laid out the way I like them. All right. 3 wood is not great, but we'll play it if we have to. So Forest Trader, this is the one that gives you a wood whenever you plow. Oh no, this is this card. You can buy additional building resources. Yeah, I think this card is pretty solid. Ability to buy 1 reed and just take wood all game is pretty annoying. Can be very annoying for your opponents. Carpenter's Bench saves you a wood, right? One of the fences is free. Yeah. So 3 wood builds a 4 wood pasture, for example. All right. So we probably start player Carpenter's Bench, right? I think probably. But what do we start player into? 2 reed? I guess it depends what the round 2 card. If the round 2 card is 1 sheep, maybe we start player into Pet Lover into 1 sheep. Seems okay. We'll see. Patootie plays Woodcraft. Oh, this is the one that gets you food when you take wood. All right. These are all pretty garbage. So let's plow a field. Seems like this is a format where plowing in stage 1 is actually pretty reasonable. The plow action might be better than a lot of other actions on the board quite frequently. So there's the sheep. So yeah, I think we're playing our Pet Lover. I'm interested to try this out. Not taking reed is kind of a pain, but let's see if we can make this card. This should get us a decent amount of food. And we want to get our occupations going. Yeah, if you just had an action that gave you 3 food and 1 grain, you'd say awesome. The fact that it also gives you an animal is just like really, really nice. Really nice. So Payne's in that interesting position where you have to choose between 2 reed, getting your 3rd reed, or doing something else. He ends up going for 3 wood. Interesting, yeah. Maybe recognizing that 2 reed is not going to be all that highly prioritized since Patootie gets reed so easily with Forest Trader and Wallfly's got Mushroom Collector. Only seen Pet Lover played by an unskilled player, never cared for it myself. Curious to see how it's wielded here. Basically, I'm going to use it to get a bunch of food. I'm just going to use it to have a lot of really efficient actions. That's the plan, at least. Patootie plays Chairman. Okay, so we should read this card because it has an effect. Each time another player uses starting player, both they and you get 1 food. Okay, so whenever we use... It basically start player is incentivized. So plus 3 food grain. Seems like it's paid off already. We just need it to, like, if you compare this to, say, Magician, you can get Magician to trigger, like, twice pretty early. You're fairly happy. Yeah. I guess one of the things Pet Lover has an issue with is when Sheep comes out. Because, like, if Sheep came round 1 and I don't get on the occupation space, then Pet Lover is going to be way worse. But the fact that I can make it work in stage 1, like, a 3 food action in stage 1 is pretty solid. The fact that it also gives me a sheep and a grain, it's just getting better and better. So next up is Wood Collector, and then after Wood Collector, Sheep Agent. what we want to do is we want to plan another pet lover action 1 round after sheep gets taken by the first fireplace. And so then we'll either have sheep agent or carpenter bench, one of those two activated. So either we'll have pasture to hold the breeding pair in, or we'll have sheep agent in play. Either of those seems fine. Ooh, Payne is renovating. So Payne's got that card. So I'm interested to see if Payne goes for a stone house. Oh, no Reno? I guess he can use it. I guess he can use it just to turn 3 wood to 5 clay. Three wood to 5 clay. Payne gonna Payne. All right. This is probably wood collector here. And then best case scenario, sheep 3 wood comes back. If it doesn't, I don't know. From Chairman. Were there any Stonehouse cards in the draft? Scholar. And we saw Scholar pretty late. I don't know if Payne would have been able to pick it up 7th or not. Are we ready to play Maintenance Premium? I think we are. Yep, we've got 2 occupations. What's your reasoning for bottom right versus bottom left? A couple of people have different ways. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like that. Or you could do 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you imagine if you were all sitting around in a, if you were all sitting around a table, then it would be like, it would like go around in a circle, right? That's the way I look at it. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Because player 4 passes to player 1. So like if those 4 are in, you envision it like they're sitting around a table. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, certainly you could do it like if you were going to write it out 1, 2, 3, 4. It seems like it would make sense as well. Also, have Patootie play Abort Oriole. No one's got 5 cards out. All right. Yeah, honestly, there's some conventions that nobody's ever like formalized. It's just like a thing that people do. So I wouldn't worry about the conventions too much. Really, the only one that's well defined is seat 1, because usually the host, like when I host, I like to have, it's because I like to be in the top left. Because if I'm always in the top left, then I don't have to think. I just get to take whatever I want. Just get to take what's in the top left all the time. So we're ready to build a room. Wallfly is also ready to build a room. So is Patootie. So that's kind of interesting. What's going to come back? Wallfly builds a room. So what is going to come back? That's a good question. We could start player maintenance premium. We could start player carpenter's bench. Yeah, both of those are reasonable start player actions. We want to make sure we're ready to take We could just take 4 food or 4 food fishing or traveling players. Both of those would be fine as well. Not too concerned with Carpenter's Bench because I think I actually do want to play Sheep Agent. I think having the extra capacity would be pretty nice. I think if I play Sheep Agent here, Payne is basically obligated to take the sheep. Actually, no, not really. That's not really true, is it? Well, it sort of is. I think I'm not really in a big rush to play Carpenter's Bench. I think we can go ahead and play an occupation here. This kind of obligates Payne to take the 3 sheep, and if he doesn't, we can look at taking 4 sheep next round and then building a cooking hearth. Or the other thing is, if he takes the sheep, we don't mind. We'll second action activate our pet lover again next round. And then we're feeling pretty happy. All right. Wellfly, what are you thinking? Probably Reedstone food. Maybe 4 food fishing. I think I probably would 4 food fishing ahead of 1 wood, 2 food. But that's not, I don't know. There are a couple different ways you could go there. Payne would like Reedstone food for his second reed. So maybe he gambles that I won't take 4 sheep with my first move. That could be a gamble that he makes. And it would be a correct one. Yeah, I don't really... I want to activate my pet lover. I don't want to take 4 sheep. I want to activate my pet lover more often. Because the pet lover, I don't have to build a cooking hearth or a fireplace. The 4 sheep are not food until I've built a major improvement. And I'm not sure I want to put that work in right now. I think I want to be developing my farm, setting up my carpenter's bench, getting my wholesaler out. Let's see if Patooty's reading chat. No, they are not. Payne says I take sheep. Alright, that's fine. Saying she never played an Ock. Okay. 4 wood looks pretty good. Being last in the family growth queue is not great, but we're going to get some efficiency out of this game. Payne got 3 sheep, Wallfly got Reedstone food. We continue. So late family growth would be pretty good for Payne. Actually, probably around 6 family growth is fine. Payne saying his food doesn't seem right. Why is everyone forgetting the chairman? The start player has 1 food on it. You got to remember that now. That's like a big difference. Screen went entirely blue. Waffly's probably using a pretty old laptop, I would think. Payne says yes. I think Payne and Wallfly are both a generation older than me. So I would not be surprised if they're playing on... I like to imagine both of them like looking at tiny little computer screens. When you select the background image, you're saying that makes your screen go entirely blue? Wallfly says she has a brand new PC. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Let's go ahead and take our sheep. Oh, wow. Wallfly has 2 monitors. It's very next level. Brand new PC and dual monitor. Yeah, it might be a video card issue. Yeah, probably a video card issue that Wallfly's having. I have had mine recently. So if I'm going to play credit, it has to be before I play wholesaler. And wholesaler's timing is heavily determined by when boar comes out, and also whether I can... Like, if I don't have room to hold the boar, there's no point in taking 1 boar when it comes out. But if I do have room to hold the boar when they come out, then that would be pretty excellent. Payne plays tutor. Transparent, so I can still see the board. Everything is highlighted in blue. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so it's not like a full-on issue. Like it's not like a full-on break. It's still like stuff is mostly working. Is it like what's where you see the there used to be a button you could click on to see the desktop. Don't know. I guess it's not on this version of Windows anymore. Yeah, that button. Like it used to be if you mouse over this. Would you see it? No, maybe not. Wallfly put her food out for a fire protection pond, but it doesn't activate yet. So I'm looking to build 2 rooms at once. So 2 reed looks pretty solid. Yeah, 2 reed looks quite good. Do need a little bit more food still, so fishing, 6 food fishing looks pretty solid. But 2 reed and then 6 clay would be good as well. It'd be kind of nice to be able to build a clay oven. So I'm going to get some incidental grain. It's not really incidental. Like 1 grain per harvest is reasonably solid income if I can make good use of it. We do still have like start player credit, for example. We could maybe bait ourselves into. No, never. No, never mind. We're never getting a start player. No, Payne's gonna start player. Unless there were cards like Autumn Mother and there were cards like Child Ombudsman in the draft, so I don't know. Be a nice guy and remove the food for wallfly. Definitely to read. Definitely to read. So we're now ready to build 2 rooms. So we just need to get 1 more good food action. So 6 food looks great. Looks great. We might get it. We might not. We will see. We will see. Payne plays Reedstone Food. So Payne might have taken Scholar. Getting Scholar back with Tutor would be quite nice. Really good reason to play 7 Occupations. So we might see Payne renovate and play Scholar. Were there any other Stonehouse cards? It was really just Scholar, right? There wasn't anything else, I don't believe. What do we do here? I think what we do is we play... We're going to play Carpenter's Bench here. So that with our first action next round, we can take wood, make space for a pasture, and then our second action can be to take food of some kind. Maybe another major improvement. No, we also want to build rooms, don't we? Maybe not that. We could take 3 wood and then build a fireplace. No, that doesn't seem very good. Or 3 clay and then build a fireplace. No, because we don't have a breeding pair yet. No, yeah, we can't build rooms. Yeah, okay. We can play. You know what? We should play Maintenance Premium. That's what we should be doing. Yes, we'll play Maintenance Premium. And then this way, when we take wood, we get our 4th food, which we need for the harvest. We might not need Carpenter's Bench with how much wood we're getting. Because if we get 1 4-wood action, and then we have 2 extra wood here, we're going to spend 10, so we'll have 3 plus 6. We're going to have 9 wood. Like, that's enough just to use a major improvement. That's enough just to use a fence action. We don't necessarily need Carpenter's Bench in that situation. Wallfly plays Hand Plow. All right. Payne plays Changeover. Might just be something to do. Seems like it's mostly useful with grain because like discarding a vegetable to sow a vegetable seems pretty bad. It seems like mostly something you could do with grain to increase your grain count. I guess it says at any time. So what you could do is round 14, you have one grain left on your field. You discard the grain you've just harvested, or you discard it to sow the grain you've just harvested. You've net increased by 2 food per field that you do that with. Do I want to make space for a pasture? Yes. I'm wondering if I should first action play changeover here. You know what? No. Because I do need to leave myself open to building rooms. And right now, Patootie could first action build a room next round, which would be pretty annoying. Wildfire plays Occupation Stone Importer. So buy 2 stone. Oh, you can buy 2 stone at once. I thought it was 1 stone. 2 stone for 2 food seems okay. Kind of want good uses for stone, but I mean the well is a great use for stone. I would have I mean I'd like it to play like a stone oven or a clay oven. Payne Renos and upgrades his cooking hearth. So yeah, that basically seals it for me. He's gonna play Scholar. So his 2 actions next round looks like it's Family Growth plus Occupation Scholar. Then he plays his remaining 5 occupations. I need to... No, I don't need to pick up food. Maybe if I build 2 rooms here, then I get first action effective next round. Effective first action, so I can do stuff like pick up 5 clay. And let's build 2B as well. 2D, 2B. And then feed 4. And then we can breed our sheep. And it's boar. It is boar. Oh man, we're not ready to take the 1 boar, unfortunately. Well, we could. We just don't have our wholesaler out. Payne plays minor improvement 4 in aid. Interesting. So plow sow just became more readily available. And then we're getting upscale lifestyle passed to us. This certainly puts a lot of clay into the game, to put it mildly. I could eat a raw grain to take boar with my second move. Eat a raw grain, play wholesaler, then take boar. No, I think we should probably just take 5 clay and then look to take 5 clay and then look to build a major improvement. Yeah, we could take 2 boar. Or we can let Payne take 2 boar next round and then we take 1 boar in round 10. Something like that. Five clay for the cooking hearth seems solid. I guess there's 3 stone as well, and we do want stone for our village peasant. That's quite important. We might be able to manipulate things so that we get... oh, Patooty's able to grow again. Yeah, Payne plays Scholar. Yeah, no surprise there. I'm interested to see... Patooty needs food. Only real source of food right now is woodcraft. But I guess they also get food whenever someone takes start player. So if I took start player to jump them... Well, not jump them, but if they wanted to build a room... No, they couldn't. There's no way they have enough food to build a room after taking first action family growth. No, because they would need an extra 2 food from their miner. And then I get start player either way, so. Alright, so we're leaving the wood, it seems like. Oh, someone went on major miner. Patooty did. Major miner pottery. You never added it. Payne keeps doing stuff like this. Say like, oh, my sheep disappeared. Like, it didn't disappear. You never put it on your farm. We could take boar, but I think I like taking the stone here. I do have credit. So credit feeds me single-handedly, like on its own. So I feel like this happened. I feel like this happened recently in a game with Payne, where he like didn't do something for 3 rounds, and it was like, yeah, of course you're gonna do that. Like, no kidding. He's like, oh, I have an extra sheep on my house, by the way. It's like, yeah, no kidding. Wallfly builds the well. So I want to see this on Reno, because if it's on Reno, then I'm only competing with Patooty to continue with growing. And if I'm only competing with Patooty, that would be thumbs up from me. Yeah, she does, Reno. And this it is, yeah. Ooh, Patooty is unoccupied. Oh, does the newborn stay there? Oh, how does this basket chair interact with... How does this interact with family growth? Does the newborn stay on the space? I guess it does, probably. My understanding is that the newborn stays behind, but the adult goes to the chair. And then Payne plays weakling. So yes, this is a way to get vegetables. Sure. Yes. Yep, I think that works. So Patootie actually gets to take 6 wood, which I was not expecting. Very nice. Does mean that they're all tapped out, and so that I can get... this means that I don't have to worry about taking start player here. What should I be doing? I could Reedstone Food and then Reno Stone Oven. That seems like an option. Let my sheep continue to accumulate. Could take 4 wood with my first move. And if I take 4 wood, I need to feed with my second move. So my second move could be Major Minor, or it could be 5 food, or it could be start player. Any of those would be fine. Alright, I think we can do this. Get a food from Maintenance Premium. We only need 3 more, so that's not very much. Wage is not enough, but credit certainly is. There's so frequently a big pile of goods that nobody wants in AG2. Yeah, weakling does seem pretty nice. I don't really want to start player here, but I get a ton of food for doing it. I could just clay oven. Yeah, clay oven seems fine. Bake 1, feed 4. And then breed my sheep. So now the pet lover is really giving me 8 food. So did Pain get skipped? Yeah, Pain did get skipped. Apparently. So yeah, with the clay oven, Pet Lover is really giving me 8 food so long as I go on to sow bake space or get a bake action. So as long as I do that, then I don't really need to worry so much about making a way to eat the animals. How does Patootie feed? Played the pottery. Might have been counting on someone triggering chairman. So Patootie might starve if no one takes start player. Haven't announced how they fed yet, I don't think. Yeah, no. They were definitely probably counting on getting a food from chairman. Payne plays seed researcher. I'm not... What? Like, I can't play with you if you're gonna do this. Like, you get skipped because you don't have people on your farm, and then you screw up the board, and it's just kind of a pain. It's honestly like a pain to just have to deal with this, and it's been every game with the tournament. Like, and maybe that's just because I've played a lot of games with Pain in the tournament. That's just really annoying to play with Pain right now. And he said, "Oh, I got a new computer having technical difficulties." Okay. I mean, Pain plays like 3 games a day. Isn't it worth sorting them out? It's a big pain. Yeah, it is absolutely a pain. Only 3 a day? Well, let's look. Or why am I clicking on this? I can click on his name. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Only 1 that day. So yeah, it looks like most days are... the median is probably 3. But it looks like there's some days where it's only 2 or 1. So then, so maybe it's like 2.7 on average or something. Wallfly's buying more stone. Patootie begs, right? Or did they remove their food really early? And 2 food was after. Round 9. Yeah, didn't expect star player to be left untaken. Yep. So Patootie begs. Rip. Yeah, rip indeed. Well. What do we want to do here? So we could first action family growth so that we could second action trigger carpenter's bench. But I think with 9 wood in our supply, I'm not really interested in carpenter's bench anymore. I think I like the idea of playing something like credit a bit more, or we could play something like hunting trophy. So for example, if I first action take 3 boar, then I can second action hunting trophy, and then I still have, like, I'll let a sheep. I would have to let a sheep run, which is not ideal. No, you know what? Yeah, 3 boar seems kind of bad. It seems pretty bad, actually. What else would I do, though? That's kind of the question. Like, do I still want to play Wholesaler? Wholesaler is getting, like, weaker and weaker with every passing round. But it's probably still worth playing. I could first action Fireplace. I don't know, that doesn't seem that good either. Yeah, maybe first action Fireplace is the way to go here. And then with second action Family Growth. And then I won't play Hunting Trophy. I can play Wage is a free 3 food. Or I could play Credit, which I would get 5 food. I'd have to pay back 1 here, 1 in the next round. Yeah, the fact that Carpenter's Bench, I can only use the wood that I pick up, I think it makes Carpenter's Bench just not really worth playing anymore. Unless, I guess the other thing I could have done is I could have built the joinery there. And then if I build the joinery there, then I can fence with Carpenter's Bench. But it just seems like with 9 food in my supply and with baseboards in my supply, or in my hand, it's just not worth doing that anymore. Who's going to build grow? Patootie will? Oh, Payne played Forest Plow. Pay 2 wood to plow 1 field. Yeah, this card seems pretty solid. Yeah, I think we could play baseboards here. It's a little early, but I think playing baseboards here is fine. It's worth 5 food right now. And then I can eat my sheep in the next harvest and hopefully trigger my pet lover maybe. And if I can't trigger my pet lover, I'll take a pair of cattle or something and be quite happy. Oh, it's passing. It's passing. Whoops. Yeah, so I can fence 13 or 14 really easily now. Which probably means I should play upscale living. Maybe. Play upscale living and continue to take wood. Because now, with upscale living in hand, a 4 wood action is pretty nice. It's 1 wood for my 15th fence plus 5 clay. Seems okay. Wallfly is taking start player baseboards. With 5 wood going to be available next round, that seems like a pretty good idea. I guess I can put a guest. Put a guest so that I can... Oh, she took baseboards from the deck. Okay. So the only real question I think is, do I get enough plow actions? So yeah, we've got wage. We've got upscale lifestyle. We've got hunting trophy. We want to take animals. This is kind of a funny game in which there's I can hold animals, but I don't really want to eat them until I just built that fireplace. Whereas Payne has been able to eat them, but has had so much food he doesn't need it. Retail dealer. This is quite a late retail dealer. I guess if you want, she probably wants to build the basket maker's workshop. Could maybe build a stone room. That's an option. Yeah, we could see Wallfly do something like Reno basket maker's workshop and then try to build a stone room, theoretically. Payne also needs wood. I guess the forest plow is going to hurt that. But I guess the forest plow works with the forenade kind of nicely. You don't worry so much about not getting sow actions if you can just take wood all the time. Payne plays greengrocer. Alright. So Patootie has the first action, family growth. If they don't, I will take family growth. Payne just took wood to plow instead of animals. So that means I get a great animal action here. I can 2 cattle or 4 boar. And I guess I probably want the food, so 4 boar seems like a good plan. 4 boar seems like a great plan. uh, AG2 is so silly. I was just thinking something similar. Eat 1 boar, 1 sheep. You know what's funny? Sheep Inspector is worth something now. If the 2 cattle are going to come around, Sheep Inspector would actually be worth playing because it would get me a pair of cattle. I'd basically I'd use this action. There's almost no scarcity. Everyone just does whatever they want. That one big scarcity is plow scarcity, I think. But also this game has been weird. I think this game has been exceptionally weird. There should be more wood scarcity than there is, because Pain only has 4 wood and really needs to get a bunch of wood still. And Wallfly still needs some wood. But I do think that was a goal, that a lot of people said that, you know, oh, this game is so cutthroat. And I think it was a goal of theirs to eliminate the cutthroatness. Or to not eliminate, but reduce it, I guess. Are we taking a pair of cattle here? I don't really like passing the cattle around to Patootie, but Patootie took a begging card, so not so worried about their situation. We could probably just plow. Yeah, we can probably plow. Can we? No, you know what? We're going to go ahead and play our wholesaler here. It also gives us room to hold a 4th sheep if we decide that's what we want to do. So veg. O. Whoops. O. SA. So now I could take 2 sheep and get a cattle. And then I could take 1 cattle next round, get myself an extra 3 food and a grain. That looks pretty good. Wallfly is building a room. Okay, so if I want to grow ahead of Wallfly next round, I probably need to start player. Start player into family growth with room in round 12 seems pretty sad, but this game, it's probably worth it. My wholesale... Oh, wholesale doesn't trigger on 2 sheep. You're right, HAKLJ. I was thinking that I would trigger it on 2 cattle, but that does not work. You're right. You're right. So I should do that. Let someone else take the 2 cattle, and then take 1 cattle next round. So yes, I should be doing the start player play here. Payne took the 2 cattle. Sure. Start player hunting trophy. Eat a boar. to pay for it. Then 4 food sheep, breed a boar, and it's plow sow. Family growth. We can play wage here, I think. It's kind of annoying passing Wallfly wage because she's going to start just going on start player a ton, but oh, I never took away my my 4 food. There we go. So hunting trophy. Cheaper renovations and cheaper fencing. Oh, plus F on SP, which actually means I don't have to eat the sheep if I don't want to. But that's okay. I'm going to want to eat sheep at some point. There's no way I don't want to eat 1 sheep this game. So yeah, hunting trophy, and then I play wages on family growth, and wages is a passing miner that floods the game with food. So we have a passing miner that floods the game with wood, and we have a passing miner that floods the game with food. These are 2 very important resources. So my next action should probably be fencing. Fence 14. And then take 1 cattle. Oh, you get the corresponding. Oh, I see. I see. I misread this. It's not in a pile. You don't get the top good. You get +1 of whatever you're getting to begin with. I missed that. I totally misread that. So we definitely want to take one of the good clay actions next round. We also want to take a couple reed. Because we would like to get to a stone house. There should be enough time. We should have enough actions in general. Can lay it out like that. Doesn't really matter. So one problem, our village peasant is not very good if we don't play a 3rd miner. And upscale lifestyle doesn't sit on our board. Carpenter's bench costs a wood, which we don't have. Same with shepherd's crock. And we can't legally play credit anymore. So it seems like it's probably going to be better just to take 1 vegetable and get a bonus vegetable that way and not play village peasant. Oh man, we kept start player. Oh man. Do we plow sow or do we family growth? Probably plow sow, I guess, right? Because that next plow is worth a lot. Payne's playing an Ock. Okay, what's the Ock? Oh, I put that on the board. Whoops. Payne's really fighting with his computer, it seems like. It's actually pretty funny. Full farmer. Okay, full farmer's great. Bonus points for having lots of pastures that have animals. Cool. And then greening plan. Have a bunch of unplowed fields. You get points. Okay. So I think what happened is he played use seed researcher to play occupation full farmer. So I think seed researcher played full farmer, and then I think scholar played greening plan. I think that's what happened. But I don't know for sure. I don't think anyone does. You have to decipher. And now he's going to start player drill harrow. So Patootie probably family growth. If Patootie does not family growth, I will very happily family growth. If Patootie does family growth, I'll take 5 clay. Five clay, and we can look at maybe building the stone oven. Oh man. Thing is, if I don't take the 5 clay here and someone else does, I'm stuck on wood. But I gotta risk it, right? This is an extra 3 points that regenerates itself. The action regenerates itself. This is a gamble. This is absolutely a gamble. And maybe in a tournament game it's not worthwhile to take this gamble, but oh, Wallfly immediately took the 5 clay. Sad face. Well, there's still 4 clay available, so if Wallfly renos this round, even if Wallfly doesn't reno this round, I still have upscale lifestyle in hand. So I can take 3 wood. 3 wood and then reedstone food. I also need to take vegetable at some point. Wallfly wants to take vegetable as well. Right? She hasn't played something that gives vegetable, I don't think. No. So Pain has no animals. So I don't really know what the plan is with full farmer exactly. Oh, you know what? Pain can't actually plow sow next round. And Pain can't reno fence. And Pain can't family growth. I believe I said, oh, Pain will family growth. No, foreign aid prevents him from family growthing. What is this game? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that way. Like, what is going on? So, I should take the read. Because I can build the basket maker's workshop. If Wallfly does... If Wallfly... So, I think taking the read here encourages Wallfly to reno basket maker's workshop. Rather than to hold off her reno until round 14. And then, if she does that, I actually have the chance to double reno. Or to reno Stone Oven. Yeah, because Wallfly... Oh no, is Wallfly going to family growth with this move? Yeah, she is going to family growth with this move. So that means I can build the basket maker's workshop. Although I won't do that here. I'll take a vegetable instead. But then I can do stuff like take wood at with my first move next round. I mean, Patootie is not... Patootie's a couple moves away. Yeah, Wallfly family growth and plays Manger. Patootie is a couple moves away from renovating themselves. Would need to read Stone Food and 5 stone. That's basically the path. Which they can do. Patootie also... The 4 clay is fine for them. So I'm pretty sure I want to take vegetable here. But I think taking vegetable means that I can't get on improvement unless it's with upscale lifestyle. Why does Pain get plus... Oh, plus 3v. Oh. Yeah. 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 This is a game. Yeah, this game is pretty dumb. I'll eat a sheep to feed 9. So let's me breed my boar. Yeah, I think what happened is he realized that 5 stone was on there for all 3 of his moves for his seed researcher or his weakling. Yeah, weakling seems pretty decent. Patootie plays Chimney Sweep. Gets 2 stone and some bonus points. So I'm really glad I didn't try to block. I could have taken stone to block Patootie from renovating. Really glad I did not do that. That would have been disastrous. Pain Scholar plays Facades Carving. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 food and 2 clay for 5 bonus points. Hey, I tried to make this card work a couple times in a row. I tried to make this card work a couple times in a row, but Pain is getting the full value out of it. Yeah. So Pain can't plow, sow, family growth, or reno fence. Yeah, that is my card. Yeah. Um, yeah, so Pain has 11 bonus points. 5 from Facades Carving and 6 from Tutor. Well, not 6 from Tutor yet, but... Oh, Pain might actually win. No one on G. I don't think anyone took grain last round. Like, why? If you want to check... I'm just gonna treat Payne like he's brand new to this site. Like, if you want to check, there are ways to do that. I'll take 6 wood. It gets me a food for maintenance premium. And it lets me play upscale lifestyle. You can add a... No, I won't do that. That's too mean. Add a guest by pressing K. I don't want to be that toxic. A little toxicity is okay. This is all in good fun toxicity. The thing is, when you act like you're brand new to the site, then you get treated like you're brand new to the site. And there's nothing wrong with being brand new, but it's just like... Payne has played like more than 3,000 games. And it just seems like, I don't know, maybe it's because... It sounds like it's because of the new computer, that he's like constantly fighting with the new computer. Nope. Stop. Oh, I didn't name someone. So because I didn't name someone, it didn't do anything. Oh my! If Pain just does their action, I'm gonna be pretty irritated. Misread? No, you didn't misread. You forgot about the card. That's not a misread. That's a forgot about the card. You didn't play Pet Lover Paint. Oh man, this game. What is happening in this game, people? I don't know. Boar does seem good. Boar seems excellent. Plus O. Why did he take boar? 2 sheep is worth... Yeah, I know. 2 sheep is... Yeah. Payne, I think Payne is not really sure what's going on. I think Payne is having issues keeping track of everything that's going on. See, he's basically said he's having technical difficulties, so... So, last 3 moves. Play Upscale Lifestyle. Play Renault Stone Oven. No, not Renault Stone Oven. Renault Joinery or Renault Basket Maker's Workshop. And then play Occupation Food Distributor or Occupation Village Peasant. He's mid-40s, might be winning. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he does have a lot of bonus points. He has a ton of bonus points, like a ridiculous amount of bonus points. I can't Reno Basket Maker's Workshop. I can Reno and then play Basket Maker's Workshop, to be precise. I get a food from chairman. While we're Renault Basket Maker's Workshop for sure. Wildfly has to Renault Fence. Yep, Montu's right about that one. Oh, technically speaking, my maintenance premium resets. I'm not really planning to take anything again. Yeah, like it seemed like Payne got some really good cards. This greening plan seems really good. Full Farmer is great. So he got Full Farmer and Tutor, which means Wallfly passed one of them. So I'm not really sure what Wallfly would have taken ahead. It's possible that we still see that card come out. So then Wallfly will last action Family Growth, it looks like. I think probably both moves are 2 points for me, because playing Village Peasant and Food Distributor, yeah, I think they're both 2-point moves, because Village Peasant is 2 vegetable, which are 2 points, and Food Distributor probably saves me on eating sheep, and it gets me 1 more point from vegetables. So I think they're probably both pretty similar plays. The Basket Maker's Workshop, the fact that I can eat a reed for 3 food probably puts Basket Maker's Workshop just over the top. Actually, no, you know what? It doesn't. This is not any better. Well, it's 2 points. It's not worse. Put it that way. It's not worse. Yeah, so probably what I do is I eat 2 sheep and then I can plow a field. Did I take a food for start player? I did, yeah, I announced it in chat. Plus F chairman. Yeah, so I can play Village Peasant or Food Distributor. Food distributor is actually a true 2-point action. Village peasant is probably village peasant is actually 2 points as well, because I eat the grain. The thing is, plow a field is worth 2 points also, so it's just like I have a bunch of 2-point moves here, so it doesn't really matter. I'll just do the 2-point that doesn't play an occupation, I guess. Sure. Plow seems fine. Six food, 2H to feed. Payne's uncontested food actions were very strong. Yep. That is absolutely true. Yeah, Payne's got like plus 16 and I have plus 0 points. I just have what I have. Yeah, I don't really know why Wallfly and Patootie totally ignored animals. Yeah, Payne beats me by 1 point. Payne had no idea what was going on in this game, and I still lost. Oh, man. That's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, I just missed out on a little bit of efficiency from actions. Didn't get enough improvements, actually. I could have played more improvements. Didn't get to stone. Should have got to stone. I should have more vegetables. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. It happens. Pet Lover kind of is good when the game is contested and people are taking two animals every other round. But it's not good when there's like 4 boar available. Oh man. 1 food away from the tie? Not quite 1 food. Not quite 1 food. Oh yes. Oh, actually, eat 6 food RG and breed sheep for 45. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Wallfly said that comment was not very kind. It was made in jest. Tech issues are tough. I agree. Sure, I can report. 45. I scored 45. Wallfly scores 34. Said Payne wasn't. Hey, you know what? I got there in the end. It's not like I was like really slowing the game down and like misclicking and typing like I was having a stroke in the chat. What was it? I'm gonna use that for the title. Ocimoriv. I'm gonna copy that. Just play your Ocimoriv. Oh man. Alright, so then we go and report on here. That result only barely increases my points. Then we need to copy the game number 341199. Oh, we can exit out. All right, take a quick look at the draft. So first pick, Pet Lover. This pack was pretty garbage. Best card was 3.2. Next best card were both power 2.2. Drafted almost 5th. Drafted almost 5th. Yeah, this pack was quite garbage. And then Wood Collector, easy pick. Wholesaler. Wholesaler was the best card in this pack. Ranks ahead of Weakling, interestingly. I mean, it's very efficient. The ability to take one cattle and have it be 2 cattle, like that's pretty solid. Not sure how good Retail Dealer is. That's the one that gives food and grain on Reedstone Food. And I took Sheep Agent. Greengrocer at 2.6 seems high. Maybe it's good in this format. And then Village Peasant 2.2. It's actually tied with Autumn Mother in power, which is interesting. The other thing is some of these numbers are not that certain because the number of games are a lot lower in this one. Carpenter's Bench at 4.6. Yeah, greening plan here. So what did Wallfly take? Did Wallfly take Fire Protection Pond instead of greening plan at 4.6 power? So Payne wins if he takes 2 sheep instead of 1-8. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because it's 1 extra point compared to 1 boar or 1 cattle. Because if it lets his it fills up. It's 1 point for the action, like the 2 sheep, and then it's also 2 points because he fills up 2 pastures. Yep. And I think normally Payne would be able to spot that, but I do think he's having difficulty keeping track of what's going on. Maintenance Premium, power 3.2. Yeah, makes sense. Woodshed is drafted higher than I would have expected. I'm pretty low on Woodshed. Power 2.1 for a pick 3rd card. That's okay. There's a pretty significant drawback though. I took Hunting Trophy. Basket Chair is ranked higher. Upscale Lifestyle is probably better, although that got passed all the way around. I took Credit. Yeah, Credit I'm sure is great. And Power 3.2 for drafted almost 5th. Yeah, that card's undervalued. And 4 and 8 is a higher powered card, but I took Baseboards. Baseboards was awesome. 2 food for 5 wood. That's awesome. And I took Wage here. This pick doesn't matter as much. And yeah, those picks don't matter. So Woodshed with Little Peasant, right. Yeah, which was not in this game, but was in the last game, Montu. Also, thanks for the subscription. I shouted you out in my last video, but now that you're in chat, thank you for the support. Appreciate that with the Twitch Prime sub. Okay, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I will stream probably Wednesday. If I don't, I might stream tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will stream on Wednesday. So look for that. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.